Welcome back to Your Eye on Health on Wednesdays with Dr. Sudip Bose, Medical Center Hospital. Thanks so much for joining us, Doctor. Today we're talking about an issue. I think it's a growing problem, and we all are guilty of it right here on our smartphones all the time.
Yes. And I'd like to address this issue to our parents out there. And the reason I do that is I just saw this interesting study where they observed a bunch of parents who went into a fast food restaurant, and they observed the behavior pattern of these parents, and they found that 75% of these parents, despite being in the fast food restaurant to eat with their kids, were on the cell phone at some point during that meal.
Of course, not surprised.
Of course. And 30% were on that cell phone the entire time during the meal, the whole time. So I think this gets to a bigger problem. And the bigger problem is, you know, your kids need designated time where there's no cell phone, designated cell phone free time. And it helps in many, many ways. Even from infancy it helps, because it helps in language development. As the child is learning language, it's shown that the more you interact with the child, the more that they're going to grasp, you know, those key concepts of language and learn the language in a better way.
And that's not handing your kid your phone and having them play Candy Crush or something.
If you're just here like this and your child's playing here, they're not going to learn the language. Engaging, exactly. And as the children get older, you know, they vie for your attention. And a lot of times when children act naughty, it's because they're wanting your attention, and you're on the cell phone clicking away, or you're on the cell phone not giving that attention. That can lead to other behavior problems down the road. So I think the big message here is designated cell phone free time with your children. I would suggest during dinner and meals. That's the best time. It's a good time. Everybody, you know, eats around the table. It's a social event, and you get to know what's going on in your child's life by communicating with them and just finding out what's going on, what stresses they're having, and it leads to better interactions with the child and better behavior by the child.
And especially right now, when actually the phones and social media are such a problem for our kids, when you talk about cyberbullying and things like that, it's important to take some time to learn about what's going on in your kids' lives and learn what, you know, what's going on Facebook, and have them tell you rather than show you on their phone.
And I think it goes back to another bigger concept that, you know, people think by working in their jobs or volunteering, these are the best ways to give back to their community, and they're incredible ways to give back to the community. But one of the best ways to give back to your community is by being a good, attentive parent, and, you know, paying attention to your children and raising a child who you've paid attention to, and not, you know, just focused on the cell phone the whole time, so that child can go and help society.
Ton of benefits. Communication, actual communication, face-to-face.
Exactly.
Absolutely. All right, Dr. Sudip Bose, thanks so much for joining us. Every Wednesday, we talk to the doctor about health and medical issues and advice that you all are asking for. So keep on sending those questions in to the email there on your screen, and we'll love to answer them here on Wednesdays.
And then put down the cell phone and talk to your children.
There you go. Good one. All right, we'll be right back. Stay with us.